Good afternoon to all. Just want to make some brief remarks so as to leave more time for the Q&A session at the end of this panel. I'd like to start by thanking Mr. Mario Garneiro for the gentle invitation to come here and to speak at such prestigious event. I would also like to greet with all speakers, especially all Brazilian state governors, lower house representatives, ministers, and His Excellency Mr. Michel Temer, Vice President of Brazil. I would also like to greet with Mr. Jim Tondero, who shares with me the discussion on this panel, and to Professor Marcel. I was asked to give you my view on the role banks should play for sustainable growth in Brazil. For me, this is simple. Banks should help corporates and individuals to create more wealth, and so you are helping the entire society. I would like to say that I am very optimistic about Brazil's future outlook. I think that Brazil is one of the very few countries around the world where you have a combination of political stability under a democratic regime, strong institutions, a highly entrepreneurial society, economic growth, and solid financial architecture and institutions. I'm so optimistic that my partners and I recently decided to buy a bank in Brazil. It sounds very weird under this stressful global economic scenario, but we think that the opportunity is right there. I built my entire career in investment banking, assisting my clients, corporates and institutional investors in their financing and investment needs. Brazil has experienced over the last 7 years a transformation in its capital markets activities with an unprecedented wave of IPOs and equity offerings, which have helped our entrepreneurs raise the necessary capital to fund their companies and foster growth. During the time, I was responsible for the investment banking group at one of the leading Brazilian banks, and we enjoyed the #1 position both in equities and fixed income, and were able to develop various sectors. For example, we were leading book runners for more than 50% of the IPOs for the real estate sector, a sector that is growing double digits in Brazil and is helping to reduce unemployment in Brazil to 6%, a level never seen in Brazil's recent story. Another accomplishment that I am proud of is to have led also 90% of the IPOs for small and medium-sized banks in Brazil. These banks lend to small and medium-sized companies and thus are helping them to grow, employ people, and turning the domestic economy into a more vibrant one. In 2009, I decided to leave this bank where I was a partner and open my own shop. Together with 3 other former partners, we founded Plural Capital. Plural founding principles reflect our view on the role banks should have in the sustainable growth of Brazil. These principles are to invest and support Brazilian entrepreneurs by creating new instruments to finance the real economy, to further develop capital markets by fostering better corporate governance practices and stimulating secondary market activity, to help our clients to preserve their wealth accumulated over their life under very volatile market conditions. It's another important point, to be ethical and meritocratic in all our relations. And last but not least, to bet on younger talent by investing in the new generation, by valuing their ideas, and by setting high standards. I believe that this will be one of our main legacies, would be to recruit, train, empower young talents, our own story 20 years ago. By keeping and acting under these principles, we believe that we are helping our country, Brazil, to continue to grow as a larger economy and a better society. These are the remarks that I wanted to make. I'll pass the word to Jim. Thank you.